like went they just walked along like the shore and ended up like at this cool like rock formation where they like did this awesome photo shoot.
Did you see what? Yeah, I did see it in the group. Were those people like climbing on the rocks and stuff?
Yeah. I don't know if they should have been climbing on the rocks, but
no, I thought the same thing. I'm like, there's no way they're supposed to be doing that.
yeah.
I
I
thought
was
the
like,
exact same thing.
where did they find that?
That's what I thought. I was like, there is no
But
way.
the pictures looked cool though.
They looked awesome. I was like, there's no way that's legal wherever they're doing that.
Yeah.
Because that was the first time I ever saw that. Yeah,
It's
I
like
thought the same thing.
like
I saw that too.
I just want to know like if I hope like how they got there was legal because like having that was like a cool backdrop. And now the
Yes.
climbing, yeah, definitely they shouldn't have been doing. But
I think where it was right below where we were, like where we took that picture. The
where we did with the lighthouse thing. Oh yeah,
I think it was right below where we were.
Yeah, then
If
they
I
should
had
not
to
have been
guess,
there.
because we were pretty high up. We weren't that high up. We were probably 40
We were
feet.
high up. Yeah,
I bet you it was right below that where the
that
light.
would make sense.
I'm guessing. If I had
because when we climbed up that lighthouse point, like you wouldn't know what this is, but I kept saying like it reminded me of Arch Rock on Mackinac Island. And that photo shoot that I saw on that thing like reminded me of Arch Rock too. So I bet you that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have been there.
No. But I mean, with any kind of like rappelling skills or something, you could probably climb down there.
Yeah.
And they looked young. They looked like college age, like high school.
They did.
Totally could have done that. I mean, I was gonna do that. That would have been
that Crocs.
No way, dude. That'd have been the next story on the news. But yeah, I saw that. And I'm like, there's no way you're supposed to be down there. But the video.
But it looked cool as heck.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh man. Hey everybody, we got a lot of folks tuning in already. Lots over on Instagram. Instagram is lit up tonight. Billy's over there. Guess what? Billy brought me Bamkuchkin.
Dude, he stopped by your house. What the heck? That's awesome.
He stopped by. I met up at the corner down at the hospital, right? So which is like 7 minutes from my house, and he brought me 2 boxes of Bamkuchkin, and I've already had one. Oh, it's so
that's
good.
Awesome.
Man, they're so good.
That's super cool.
And he's going back. He booked another trip today, so he's getting to go back next spring on a bounce back. It's awesome. Love to hear that. Evo, let's see, Melissa's there. Our Magical Travels there. Baseline Stoppers there. Jay Graham 3384. Pecos 1911. Man, lots of folks here. Jason's tuned in. Peter's up in Massachusetts. Oh yeah, you're back to running. Pam was excited. She said, "Scott's running." I said, "I guess yes."
I hate running.
Dude, we all hate running.
I hate it so much, but I was like, I never train for these things, as you know. Like I always have like my mental toughness thing, and I was like, you know what? I should probably train a little bit for wine and dine. I just don't want to go out there and just pay the price for it. So I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna hit every exact training run on the Galloway plane. We're gonna try to hit them all. So first one down, Took the first step,
That's right.
Disney pace. I'm not trying to be fast. I just try to be within Disney pace,
Oh, dude, Rob Goosies. Yeah, none of us are winning unless you're Georgia won a race, right? He's the one.
Georgia had won the last Expedition Everest. Yeah.
I love saying that. That's pretty cool.
I do.
I would say none of us are going to win, but he did. Yeah. I mean, so the Galloway plan, that's 4 days a week, right?
It's 3. It's 3. So
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And then it turns to 4 eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like, yeah, then that's what I used to always do back in like 2015, 16, 17, 18, when I used to like kind of call myself fit, I guess. And I liked that schedule where you kind of had Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays off. That was kind of nice. But
yeah, because I followed that exactly for like the first like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I did too.
Yeah, what it said,
and it was nice, and I always felt good about it. So that's what I'm going to try to do again.
That's what I should do too, but I don't.
I know.
You
do not do that.
When I was watching Big Brother last night, I was like, I would smoke all these young people, even because there's one dude in the house that's 50. He's like 51, and he's a podcaster, and they're getting ready to vote him out, right? Because I've been watching the feeds. Like
he's kind of like late. He's too laid back. Like he's not doing it.
He's in jeopardy, and I love the guy because he's.
Is he in jeopardy? I'll probably find that out tonight. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's kind of like because they're going to do some replacement noms because all these powers and stuff. But
Yeah.
he's in jeopardy. So any guy I pick is always in jeopardy. Like I'm just bad luck, bad mojo. If I like you, you're going to probably get voted out. But anyway, I like this dude because he's a 50-year-old podcaster, right? So, but the thing is, like, I'm telling Pam last night we're watching the feeds. I'm like, dude, I'd smoke these people, dude. I could run marathons. These people just sit around. They're all in their 20s. They're all like, I think they're all the hot stuff. She's like, have you seen you get off the couch? She's like, you can run marathons, but you can't, like, you'd be dead on the wall. Like you can't sprint. She's like, if you put you on that slippery, like one where you gotta go back and forth, she's like, you'd be dead in like 10 seconds on that thing because you are so unflexible. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
I felt so bad for like Vince. Like you never want to have that first head of household though. Like that is like the worst. And like it was not going his way. And then like the person he put up as like the pawn or whatever, like I felt bad for them. And then they ended up being so annoying. Like I actually wanted them to go home. Like after they were like chanting her name and all that, and she was like crying after she like took herself off the block. I was like, oh, she's actually irritating. Like I want her to go home now.
Yeah,
I know this isn't a Big Brother podcast. But
I think I'm going to make a channel in the Discord just for the folks that want to jump in. We'll get rid of it after the season. But yeah, I want Ava to go home too. She annoys me.
Amy?
Ava.
I'm trying to remember.
The girl that's like a flower power girl from New York.
Oh yeah. So who we like is like really under the radar. Is this kid from like San Antonio?
Yeah, Riley. I like.
No. Riley's from somewhere else. Like Riley is cool too. Like he's like.
Oh no, Adrian. Yeah, I like
Adrian.
Yeah.
He's kind of cool too. Like
he's by the way, he's in major jeopardy. So
is he? Oh no. Because he's not doing anything. That's probably why.
He's in big trouble.
Oh no.
We just nailed the two guys that are.
Emily's gonna hate that.
Yeah, just say it. Anyway, we should probably do a podcast. I just say this is the Big Brother pre-show right here.
Then you gotta like find a new favorite. Like that stinks me. Gotta find a new favorite. Like in week 2.
I know. Don't just say don't like any of those guys because they're not gonna be long for the world. I don't think. Oh, thank you. Yeah, appreciate that, Andrew. This is my old. Took it off the rack. This is what I used when I used to teach at Space Camp. This is what we wore when we ran the mission control when it was super cold in the Sims in the middle of July. All right, so the season's actually pretty good, Big Brother Rob.
I'm liking it. I just don't like Rachel that much though. But
see, we like.
I know everyone loves Rachel.
We do like Rachel. We didn't like her at first, but then she grew on us. So there you go.
I know Elizabeth likes Rachel because like because you don't want to like her, but I don't.
I mean, you got to have people. She got in a fight today.
That's the thing. That's what I don't like about her, man. She's always stirring stuff.
It was a good fight though, because it was hilarious. I mean, it'll be on the show. I watched it live and I died because Pam wasn't home at the time. I just, like I told you, I took a nap on the couch. I had the feeds on. I had just woken up from my nap and like it just happened. I'm like, did that just happen? Because it was with Maui. It was with the guy.
Keanu. Yeah, okay.
Dude, he didn't even know what happened because he was being total. It wasn't his fault. He was being totally innocent. He was like an airhead guy. He just said like some comments and she just stormed off. And he just looked at the camera like, What'd I say? What'd I say? Dude, she went up. Anyway, we got to do the show.
Yeah, that's just how she is, man. I don't like that. But that's just how. That's gonna get her votes, I guess.
That's so funny. Yeah, she won't win.
I know, like they should just take her out in that first week. I don't understand why.
No, keep her though because she's not going to win. I'd sit next to her. She's not going to win. She's already won. Nobody's giving her $1 million or $750 or whatever it is this year. All right.
We got to do a podcast.
All right, here we go. Do I have that ready? Yeah. Oh wait, yep, I have that ready too. Okay. God, don't get together. Oh mercy.
John's on my side.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go.
I mean, she's entertaining at the very least. She is, though. But
here we go. I just hit record. Okay, Here we go. That's all right. I'll cut it out. I just got to remember too, or else we'll have this on here. Okay, here we go. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, July 20th, 2025. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Happy Sunday night to you, or Thursday if you're catching the replay on the feed. So glad you're here. We have the phone lines open for the next hour at 407-584-7173. That's 407-584-7173. Going to talk Disney tonight. Have a couple of topics to bring to the table. But first, as Julie Chen says, talking a little Big Brother in the pre-show. My buddy, he's back. He was on a plane last week, but he is here on the show tonight. Scotty G from Must See Adventures. Scott, what's going on?
Happy Sunday. Man, that was a fun trip. I really enjoyed our time on the Magic. It was magical. Boardwalk, Saratoga Springs. And I will say, if I can't be at Walt Disney World, I'm glad to be here talking Disney with you tonight, Mike. But yeah, happy to be here.
I'm glad to be here. And if you're, if you get the chance, do tune in live on Sunday nights when we do these shows. We go on the air a little bit early, about 10 minutes, and the pre-shows are a lot of fun. You can always catch the pre-show too on YouTube. So just go over to youtube.com/BeOurGuestPodcast. You get a little Big Brother pre-show talk. Who we're liking this season on Big Brother, who we're not liking, Scotty G. Come on now. But and who's in danger at this point. But yeah, we're just having a good time. But tonight, it's July 20th, celebrating the 56th anniversary of the moon landing. Buzz, Neil, Michael Collins got him there. You stayed in orbit around the moon. So my heroes, Roy's astronauts, always love that. Worked on space camp, so rocking the space camp jacket. So that's kind of what that's, if you're wondering why is Mike wearing a coat or jacket, that's why I got that on tonight, in case you didn't make the connection. And tonight during the show, one of the questions I want to ask you when we open up the phone lines here in just a second is if you've ever been at a Disney destination on a cruise ship, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, someplace like that, during a historic event, when something happened, give us the story. Tell us the story. When something happened, a big event in the world, you're at a Disney destination, what happened, and tell us that story. Scott, have you ever been at a Disney destination during some big major event unfolding?
Not that I can recall. I have to go back in the record books and think a little bit because I track all this stuff, right? But
yeah. Oh yeah.
nothing that really jumps out to me. Like I think of like some sporting events, like those are kind of big events to me. I've been there during like some Super Bowls and national championship games, things like that. But no real like world impact events, things like that. No.
Yeah. See, the only thing I can think of is, I was down there. I landed when the Cubs won. I hate to say this.
Wow.
And the Cubs won the World Series against it was the Indians back then, Cleveland Indians, because I was on the plane, and it was that first time I flew in forever. I was scared to death to fly. It was in a thunderstorm, and the whole plane's going woo, woo, because everybody's watching the game, and I'm sitting up towards the front. I'm seriously holding Pam's hand because I'd had a couple margaritas to kind of take the edge off. Scared to death, storming. People were screaming in the back because game went back and forth. It was like on a rain delay. I think it was a rain delay a couple times.
Oh yeah, I remember. Well, I was trying to fly to Wine and Dine that night too, and I was connecting to Chicago or Cleveland. I was connecting to one of those cities and I couldn't because of the weather.
People were like, whoa, whoa. And every time people would scream, I'm like thinking we're going down, dude. I was like, God, scared to death. But so I was, when we landed, the game didn't even end until like we were on Magical Express. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, so that was probably a historical thing. And I was there during Hurricane Charlie. So it was like a big weather event, like a big Category 2 hurricane came over. But I don't think I was there during any like big major news thing that I can recall.
No, just like sporting events for me, like mostly like a lot of big like Super Bowls. I've been down there for national championship games, things like that. But
yeah, just wonder if anybody has any stories, because that'd be kind of interesting. So we also have Starlight, the new parade, which we could talk about this tonight because let's talk with Jace. Jason mentioned this in the Discord, brought this up. Tonight we're going to have a pre-show tonight for the Starlight, right? The first showing of Starlight was going to be this evening, July 20th. And then Disney says, no. They're going to show it a couple of nights ago on Friday night in a soft opening. I loved it. I was laughing my rear end off when I saw this. I don't know what you thought. What did you think when Friday early evening we saw that they were going to soft open this?
I don't know, because people plan for that, like I think people want to be like the first to see something, and they plan really hard for it. But I don't know. It's kind of cool for those guests that just happen to be there, right? I think that's kind of neat. Yeah. What's crazy though?
Yeah.
Our friend Beth, a good friend of ours, she's playing for this, right? So she's in the park right now, and it's like Disneyland style parade right now. She messaged me before 6:00 that people were already lined up with their spots, and it feels like 108 degrees down there right now. So they're lined up 3 hours before that first show. That just feels like Disneyland to me,
And that's in Disneyland. It doesn't usually feel that.
It doesn't feel like 108 degrees. Exactly.
Dedication to the cause, because we know how it's not, we always say this like in the Midwest, right? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. And I mean, it
It
just,
is.
it's that air just sticks to you in Florida. And I don't
Yeah.
care how good that parade is, man. I don't think I can stand in one place for 3 hours. Like,
I
wait,
know. So she's not camping out, but she's like she messages like, "Oh my gosh, Scott! Like there's people already 3 hours before camping out. Like that's dedication. I would not camp out 3 hours early, but
so did you watch coverage of the parade? What'd you think?
I did not watch coverage. Someone in the Discord had some great photos. I looked at those. I looked at the pictures. Those are really great. Um, I'm trying to think because my next trip is going to be wine and dine, so I probably will end up seeing something. Like it's so hard in this world, right? To like avoid something like Rise of the
It is.
Resistance. I was really good at avoiding it for several months, but like I'm gonna be curious about like what the song is because I love like parade songs,
Mhm.
And I think I've read somewhere in the Discord, someone was like, "Yeah, the song was kind of iffy to me." But the thing with like Disney, like songs from like fireworks shows or like nighttime spectaculars and parades, I think they just have to grow on you a little bit. I think sometimes the first listen, it just doesn't like hit you right away. I think so. Like it takes a couple listens. So excited to give that a listen, and then like I think the floats though look really great. So I'm really excited to see it in person personally, but from some of the pictures I saw, I thought it looked great.
Again, yeah, and I think it was Rob that's in our chat right now who's watching us from Narcoossee's or was. I hope you're
Oh
not
man,
watching the whole time. You put the
my
phone
favorite
down and
restaurant.
enjoy Narcoossee's. This will be here on the feed. But I think he posted the pictures, I believe, in the Discord, and they were amazing. He like fixed them up with Gemini. Again, I just saw this. I saw like just snippets because again, I don't want to like watch a whole video. I don't want to watch too much because I want to be
I
able to
don't
enjoy
either
it.
because you're probably going to be down there soon enough too. Maybe like I don't
Yeah,
know.
if there's chances I can get down there. And the thing is, I think you made two, well, really the excellent point with the music. Even with like my favorite artists, when they put out a song, I hear it the first time, like, song's all right. But then like the 15th listen, the 20th listen, I'm like, dude, that song rocks. Like it just, things have to grow on you. And especially with theme parks, I think especially with a nighttime spectacular, you have to be there to experience it because then it attaches to a memory, right? I mean, like a fireworks show, you got to go there, you got to see it, you got to kind of have that feeling to attach to the song, like you were there, you were eating a ice cream sandwich, a Mickey bar, you had some popcorn, and then boom, it's a sentimental memory with that. That's one thing. That's a great point. Just listening to it
Well,
at
just think
home.
when someone writes a song, like their first arrangement is not going to be great either. It took them several tries to get to that final piece. So like it's going to take you several tries to accept that piece too. That's kind of how I look at it too. But
Good point.
or what was going to be your second thing there?
The second thing is, and this is, a lot of people are saying it's very good. The one thing I just kept consistently saying again, the internet's the internet, right?
Oh yeah.
People were saying the one thing that they say could be improved, I'm going to say, which I think this is good. People said the floats were amazing. The Moana float that I saw looked unreal. Um, was that maybe they needed more performers like walking along the parade there? Like they said the ground energy wasn't maybe as much as like Paint the Night, which again I haven't seen Paint the Night. Can't wait to see that soon. Um, and I remember Spectrum Magic had a lot of like between the floats, there were a lot of like performers walking that had the light up, they had the light up costumes with, all the LED, not LED lights, but just back in the day, just lights that change colors and so forth. I think that's okay because that's easily rectifiable, right? I mean, like it's going to be a lot harder to build more floats or modify floats. Those things looked stunning. It looked like there were plenty of them. The score, you're not going to go back and probably reorchestrate a parade, like that. But if they need more folks to dance between
Oh
floats,
yeah.
that's easy. Just that's what Disney does. They have a lot of people that can do that. So if they're getting that feedback, I think that's something that, you put in 20 or 30 more people, bam, and you go all the way. So I think that's something that's not a big deal. And even so, I mean, right now, think about it. Tonight, from now on, we have a nighttime parade and a fireworks show at the Magic Kingdom moving forward.
That's so great.
That's a
And
win.
9, 10, and 11. Like the
Yeah,
nighttime is going to be lit, as the kids like to say.
it is. I mean, it's such a great thing. I mean,
Literally, it's going to be lit.
it's not like it's just a hard ticket event. It's just, it's like, we're back. The Magic Kingdom now. When you go to the Magic Kingdom, you now have fireworks and a nighttime parade.
It's so good.
Period.
Have you heard the score at all? Did you hear any of the music?
I've not. I've been trying to avoid it because
I avoid it too. So you can't confirm if like there's any Coldplay music in there or anything.
dude, if I'm just watching for cameras,
Yeah.
if I see a camera, I'm just
I just had to drop that in. That might boost our ratings, tonight. So
it could. We could do the Coldplay cam. So be careful. It could
be
be
careful, people.
scanning around. That's too funny.
So, Beth's in the chat. Look at that. So she's got her spot in Frontierland. I mean, that's a good spot. Maybe I think best strategy though is to watch it twice tonight. So maybe watch it in Frontierland, maybe go to Main Street for the 11.
That's what she says. That's dedication. Because
oh yeah, that's what she did say. Oh yeah, this is gonna go for Main Street at 11. Whew.
7:18 right now. Eastern.
It's a long night in the 108-degree heat, but you know what? I can't wait to hear that report from her and how it goes.
That is so. We were also in the Discord, folks. Well, so you also put out a kind of a new thing over on Must See Adventures with, and I saw some people like, I'm not going to watch it, but you did a quick kind of review of your experience with Jason, with Beth, with a couple of Vern, and your family, the squad, Elizabeth, Emily, of your AP preview of Test Track. So what'd you think? Give us a couple thoughts on that.
Yeah, definitely don't watch it if you want to be spoiler free. Like I'm the same way. Me and Mike just talked about that. Like if you got a trip coming up, definitely don't watch it because like it's very good to experience that yourself first. But if you want to watch it, go for it. But I really enjoyed it. I will say the queue like kind of was like for me like, and I wasn't sure maybe they're still doing stuff with the queue because it was kind of soft opening. It just like I thought the queue could have been a little more robust maybe, and it has some like car features in there, but I don't know, I felt like the queue took a step back, and I can't believe I'm gonna say these words, Mike, but like I kind of missed the building of the car almost because then because we just waited forever. You were just kind of sitting around like doing nothing, and then it was almost like I kind of wish I was doing something in a way. You know what I mean? Like at least like building the car, like at least building the car had you doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, maybe it'll get fixed over time, but like there were spots in that queue where you were just standing there for a long periods of time, like not moving. Where at least
there was
like
nothing to look at. I mean,
there was like switchbacks, like where like there are a couple things to look at, but I don't know, like it was weird, like. And I'm sure that will change my mind in the future because, like, I really did not like the building the car after like the first few times doing that.
I didn't like the car either. I thought that was so dorky. Like,
Well, actually, my least favorite part about the building the car actually was just like waiting in that spot, like standing on a number. Where like that was like my worst part. Like
it was so fake because all they were really doing was just killing like 5 minutes, right? I mean, it was just like to distract you that you had to stand there for 5 minutes. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but there was like there were some times where we were just kind of standing around there, but the ride itself I thought was really fantastic. The music, like you and I resonate with music a lot, back to the old radio station and stuff too.
Yep.
I thought the music was great. There are some ties into World of Motion. Like there's like some of the script that's talking. There's like some commentary back and forth, which I liked. And in the moment, it wasn't resonating with me, but like rewatching like my video, I was like, oh yeah, there is some like World of Motion ties in here. Like this is great, So having never read it, but I listened to it on Mouse World Radio like all the time back in the day. And yeah, it's just some really cool effects. So I think it's a big improvement from 2.0 to 3.0. Like 2 thumbs up from everyone in our group agreed that it was an improvement from 2.0. So excited for everyone to give that a shot.
And that kind of seems like what I'm reading online. Like everybody says it's a lot better than it was. Like it's an improvement. They listened. And, what I'm hearing is like win with Starlight. Like Disney's got some momentum.
Yeah.
And, Disney's kind of winning the summer, and again, kind of gets back. You weren't here last week, but we kind of talked about, I gave this kind of quick thesis and we're going to open up the phone lines because I know it's an open line, but I talked about how 18 months ago, I was worried that the summer of 25 was going to be the summer that Epic Universe just dominated. I mean, totally annihilated Disney, because that's what it was talked about. Like Disney's is going to get destroyed by Epic Universe when it opens, but it hasn't been that way. I mean, Epic Universe is popular and it's great and it's fun. People are going over there and having a good time. But right now, I mean, I feel, and again, I'm a Disney fan and I'm not a big Universal fan, but the thing is, like, I feel like Epic Universe is a theme park, just like Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios and Epcot and Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. I mean, it's the newest one, but it's not like it's a crusher or killer, like it's the new theme park, but we're going to be okay. Like everybody's got a chance to go to the theme parks they like. And it's, it's not this like big asteroid that's coming to kill the dinosaurs. Like it kind of seemed like it was going to be for a time.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, and I can't explain why though. And like I saw there was great conversation on the Discord about it too. Like I was liking everyone's message. I didn't really respond to all of them. Like people had like really long, like
Yeah,
really thought
there's a
out.
lot of discussion. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked everyone's thoughts on it too. There was some really great commentary, but yeah, I can't really explain why, but yeah, it does seem that way. And I thought the same as you. Like, wow, like, and the crowds are low at Disney, but I think the crowds are low like everywhere right now. I just think
It's
it's the
110
combination.
right now, by the way.
That's part of it, right? Like, I think, and you and I've been saying this for multiple years now. Like, I think summer at Disney, like in Central Florida, like it's just not a hot. I mean, it is a hot time, but it's just not a good time to travel because it's so dang hot.
Yep. All right, let's open up the phone line. That's a good point. I mean, people are like, "Oh,
It's
I'll wait
smoking
till
hot.
November." Exactly. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so 407-584-7173 is that number, which I'll always say the old number, but I'll try to remember the new one. And you can be a part of the show. So if you have a question for an upcoming trip, Disney Cruise Line, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, or if you want to share that you were there during a historic event, we could talk about that. You got a thought on Epic Universe? You were down there for an AP preview. I think now, the 22nd is when
Test track officially
goes. Yeah,
but they're doing soft openings now for that too. They just announced.
Yeah. Well, is it just I read that, but is it just APs now with like no virtual queue or anything, or is it?
I think it was almost for any like guest in the park. I thought.
I knew they're doing soft openings, but
because they were doing that even when I was down there. Because I was talking to these kids on the bus who were like at Saratoga. They were rushing to get back to the park because they're like their parents called them like, "Hey, like we can ride the ride now," before they even started the AP. So I don't know, but
the kids that were your fans.
They were my fans. Yeah, they subscribed right on the spot to the channel. It was awesome. I told them about the podcast too, Mike.
That's good. That's good. That's how we get our numbers. We captive audiences on buses.
I know. Like the girls make fun of me like when I'm like filming in public, like on a bus. You know what? We got 2 new subscribers because of it.
You're like, yes, we have billions of subscribers. Billions but that's with a B. All right, 407-584-7173. Now we will have like 5 callers calling at the same time, but right now the phone line is wide open. It's yours, so give us a call. We can talk Disney, but we are going to do. Scott and I are going to do a show just about the cruise. We did our pre-cruise show on Friday. Talked about the Splitsville meetup again. Shout out to Trisha for organizing that. We had a great time. Talked about Boardwalk, but hey, we got our call. So let me grab this one. Push all the right buttons in the right order here, and that one, and this one, and this one. We have our caller. Hey, who's joining us? Oops, hang on. I think I do. Caller, you there? Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, wait.
It's Julie Chen from the Big Brother house.
I bet you.
Uh-oh.
Hang on one second, caller.
Oh.
I think I have a loose wire.
We got a loose wire in the BOGP studio. Well, while Mike is fixing the loose wire, I just got to say, I have crazy cruise fever right now. There was just something about the cruise. So I don't know if anyone is feeling the Disney Cruise Line love like I am right now. Like I know we're just talking about Epic Universe and the theme parks and how hot they are, but you know what isn't hot? The cruise ships are not hot. So if you want a good summer vacation, I'm just saying like the cruises are my jam. Like I know like when you go to the ports, like the islands are kind of hot and all that, but like I'm just telling you, like there's something about the ships right now that just have all my loyalty right now. And it really is like the cast members. The cast members on those ships are just the absolute best. I know Mike would love to chime in, but I know he's like trying to fix the loose wire right now.
I am here. We had a power outage like unexpectedly last night, and I forgot about that. All right, call you there.
Oh no.
Oh no. I see him on the board.
Hang on. So yeah, so getting some comments. So yes, cruise is a great summer vacation. Agreed, because like you're on the ship and it's comfortable, right? So like you can go in and out, like I mean, like I said, like the ports can be warm, right? I mean, but like you're on the beach, like that's supposed to be hot. Like the theme parks, yeah, they're hot. Like, but you can go in and out like with the dark rides and such, which is fine. There's good strategies there, but I think I'm starting to think like cruising is like my summer vacations now, no doubt. We got someone else. April can't come soon enough. So where are you going? Where are you going in April? What ship? What destination? Would love to hear that. I just got off the Wish on Monday and I'm ready for another one. Love that. So if you got off the Wish on Monday, sounds like you did a 3-nighter because that's historically that's all the Wish has been doing, right? The Wish has just been doing the 3 and the 4s. So how did you like the 3-night sailing on the Wish? I like that. I think it's a good option for like a long weekend. You just want to save some of that PTO. You fly down on a Thursday, you take Friday off, boom, you take Monday off. You had a nice little 3-day weekend. Own the Wish, sail into fantasy. Ooh,
All right.
Mike knows this. I'm looking at saying Mike knows I'm trying to book the sail. I'm trying to like this is how crazy I am with the cruises. So I just sailed the Wish in February. I just did the Magic. I have the Dream coming up Labor Day. I'm looking at the Treasure next summer. Now I'm thinking about doing the fantasy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do them all. Like I'm just gonna do them all in a row because like that's how much I love the Disney Cruise Line product right now. I'm just
There's
like
nothing wrong with that. I know.
I love it. So it's the best. It's the best. I've never done ABD, but I'm telling you, like I know Adventures by Disney is really good, but I can't get enough of Disney Cruise Line right now.
100% agree with you. Like Disney Cruise Line is we'll talk about it. Phone lines back up in 407 5847.
I know we'll talk about it when we do our episode. Yeah. But
and the Magic was just an amazing ship, by the way. I mean, I hadn't been on it since 98. You had never been on it, and we both were just raving. We'll talk about that definitely, but and
I know Kathleen's saying like she did the 3 nights, needed at least one more night. Me and Mike were saying pre-show, like we thought 5 nights used to be like good amount of cruising. Like we wanted more. I have a 3-night coming up Labor Day, but what we keep telling Liz and I and our friends Jared and Stacy, what we keep telling each other, 3 nights better than 0 nights. At the end of the day,
that is true.
3 nights go by quick. Like day 2, like your luggage tags are in your room. You're like, how is this possible?
All right, call you there. What's going on here? I see them talking, so hang tight. I can see you there, so hang caller. Let's see.
Oh man, they're trying to get through. I know they got something great to say too, Mike.
I'm trying to see what's going on here. I got to figure out what's going on with the board.
Jason thinks I'm Thanos with the Infinity Stones with Disney Cruise Line. You know what it is? I'm trying to get to platinum, which I will be on my next cruise.
I was gonna say how many you got left.
I'm at 9 right now. So
what is going on? My board's assigning the wrong channel to the caller all of a sudden.
I mean, Mike, eventually, I mean, you got to be pushing Pearl, I think, soon enough.
I think I got a couple more.
He's got a couple more until Pearl.
I got credit for that treasure cruise. It shocked me.
Did you really? That sounds. I guess you did sail them on that treasure one. So Corey says he's looking at a future 4-nighter on the fantasy. Got to secure that placeholder. So, I mean, I'm not trying to turn this into the Scotty G cruising show while Mike tries to figure out this technical stuff, but the placeholder is like the best thing you can do for yourself on a Disney sailing is booking that placeholder. I'm not a salesperson by any means, but just thinking about your future self and future planning, that's the best thing you can do because you're going to get 10% off on a future sailing. And the best thing is if you don't use it, it just credits your account right back. So that's the first thing I do on day 1. They say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Magic, the Gardner family. And 5 seconds later, I'm boarding my placeholder.
No, you 100% there. You're doing it just right. So I don't know what's going on here. Let me try one more time here. All right, call you there.
Man, like how much I'm like on a filibuster right now. I feel like I'm in Washington D.C. right now.
I don't know what happened if it got the laptop or what, because everything else is like looking good. It's just not hitting that channel, which is wild. And because we did have a crazy power outage yesterday afternoon that I came in here and everything was looking funky. Even this thing back here was like had all kinds of crazy stuff on it. And actually it happened. I was at Dairy Queen. All the power went out of Dairy Queen when I was in the drive-thru.
Jason says turn it on, turn it back off. Andrew has a question about platinum level. How long do you keep it? So Mike, I believe this changed recently, but I think to keep your status, you have to sail at least once every 5 years. Is that the new rule now, Mike?
That is the rule. Hang on.
That is. So I believe it used to be like you just kept that status forever, but now you just have to sail once every 5 years is how it is. Can you tell me about getting to the port on day of? So So which port are we using Disney Transport? So if you're talking Port Canaveral, if you're using Disney Transport, so you'll just have like a meeting spot at your resort, or if you're coming from the airport too. So I've never actually used it coming from the airport, but if you're staying at a Disney resort and you're going to Port Canaveral, you'll kind of have a meeting spot. So say you're at Coronado Springs, they'll say like, "Oh yeah, meet at the Barcelona Lounge at 10 a.m." There'll be a person with like the Mickey glove. You know, you've seen those. Like there'll be a Disney
Yep.
Cruise Line cast member. They'll be waving at you. They'll have like a sign like Port Canaveral right here, kind of like you see at the airport, like with the fancy limo drivers. And they'll just tell you to meet there, and then you guys will walk over to a bus, and then they'll take your bags. It'll be a very comfortable ride. It'll be like the old, if you ever did the old Disney Magical Express, that's exactly how it's going to feel. They'll even have like the videos playing, like Mickey Mouse cartoons. There'll be like Disney Cruise Line trivia and all that stuff happening. Then they'll take you to port, and that is one of the best feelings when you hit that little bridge, and then you can see the ship, and then you just like you get the butterflies in your stomach. You just get all that excitement. Very easy process though when you're staying on at a Disney resort.
It is, and I like the way you're filibustering. Sorry about this, everybody. We are going to try one more time. 407-584-7173. If this doesn't work, we're going to reboot.
Oh, and she's staying at and Casey is staying at Coronado. It's like I knew.
Yeah,
I believe Barcelona Lounge is where they meet because I've seen it happen.
It before. Is. Well, it's either it's usually Barcelona Lounge, and it's still the same color. So I appreciate this color. What? There's no answer button. Now it's going. Now it's really being weird. Okay, now what is going on? There it is. Now there's an answer button. Let's see if this helps. Okay, now what is
there
going
we go.
on? Computer is not even letting
moment of truth.
Oh, here we go. Connecting. Allow mic access. Click allow. Oh my gosh, I've never had this happen before.
There's a question from Vero Mike, which I still need to get to Vero Beach. Castaway or Lighthouse Point?
Somebody asked me a question earlier, and they're different experiences.
They are different experiences. I know me and Mike are going to talk about this more in depth on a future podcast. That's the thing. They're just different experiences. If I had to just like the quick answer right now without getting in more detail, I think I would say Lighthouse Point right now, just because it's newer to me and I haven't like fully like experienced it all. You know, there's more to take in. But I will say like I don't think it's fully complete yet either, because I know like they don't have bike rentals yet on the island. I know they're still trying to come up with a 5K course, things like that. So I would say it's not fully complete yet. But gosh, I love Castaway. I mean, hello, Castaway Key is like the most beautiful place on earth, you know. So it's such a tough call. Like it's like picking a favorite child, you know. It's so hard to pick.
It is. And again, I apologize for this, but I will say, like with that question, Lighthouse has more right now. It has a lot of natural beauty. It's like you walk out, you're like, whew, it's so beautiful. And so is Castaway. Don't get me wrong, but Castaways, it's got more of a Disney sense to it. It's got more of a Disney feel. It's got those like photo op spots. Well, so does Castaway though, because it's got those
Castaway does too,
like those prop spots where you get off the trams. But I think what it is for me is like
they have that great lookout point too on Castaway too. Like they have that little thing, that tower you can climb, and
yeah. And I think what it is too for a lot of us, like Castaway is comfortable because we've been there multiple times. We know what it's like. It's just like we know how to get down to Serenity Bay. We know we have the big strip, you know, the landing strip. We know like how Cookies works. We know into shade. You know, it's just like it's kind of comfortable, right?
Yeah.
But Lookout was like discovery for a lot of us because we haven't been there as much, and there's going to be new things coming. We know there's going to be a 5K at some point because there's merch in the shops, but it's not there yet. You know, going to a lighthouse, it's like a real lighthouse. That's something new. The nature trail is kind of cool. So, but the beauty, I mean, the natural beauty at Lighthouse, I think is awesome. I think it is. It is more naturally beautiful than Castaway, if I had to say. Okay,
I would 100% agree with that. Because you don't have to deal with like the barrier wall that you have at Castaway.
Yeah,
but then
and there's no, and we'll talk about that when we do this.
We'll talk about that more in the future, because there's a pros and cons to that too, right? To your beach day.
To that,
yes. But I will say one thing too that really impressed me with Lighthouse was their efficiency with the trams. Those things are constantly running. Like they're smaller, but they're so efficient. I was so impressed because sometimes you wait because they even joke about it. It's one of my favorite signs in all of Castaway Key is like our trams run on Bohemian time, like,
Yep.
oh, it might be 5 to 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, but like at Lighthouse Point, like they are efficient as can be. So that really impressed me too.
All right.
You
Well, it's our
still
number.
working on it, Mike?
If it's going to work, it's going to work now. So 407-584-7173, rebooted the computer, the answering computer. If not, we'll just talk about the cruise a little bit more tonight and take calls next week. But we'll see.
But Casey, yeah, that's awesome. You're gonna be at Coronado going on the cruise. That is awesome. That's fantastic. Jason, I stayed at the Grandstand, which is one of my favorite places to stay at Saratoga. Love that section of the
I think
resort.
we have the caller. I hear static. Hey, caller, you there?
Oh, they hung up. I heard static too.
They were there. We're getting closer. It's the anniversary of the moon landing. Dude, it was easier to land on the moon than it is to take a call tonight. Hang on. That was somebody was calling. I'm going to the caller that was there. So sorry, I'm not gonna take that call because I'm going to the person who was there. They've been trying. So I'm gonna make sure I get this 501 area code person in because they've been sticking with me. So give me a call. I am loyal. They've been trying. Here they are. No, okay. Wait.
Arkansas.
It's Arkansas. Okay.
I think I know who it is then.
Maybe it's Dr. Kai. I don't know. And it just keeps hanging up. I don't know
There's
why.
isn't there someone named like Robbins or
Rogers.
Very deep Rogers. Yeah.
Yes. Because there's a city in Arkansas called Rogers too.
Yeah. Kind of a deep voice.
Yes. So again, I don't know why that just hung up. I don't know what's going on. It's like the world is conspiring against the show happening. It was working so well for so long. And here we are Google is Googling tonight, but we'll try one more time. So 407-584-7173. Anybody can call in. We can talk Disney. So give us a call. But yeah, the thing is like, and that's what I like is the two experiences of Castaway and Lighthouse. If you go to both, because not every cruise is going to go to both. It's going to go to one or the other a lot of times. But if you do go to both, it's not the same thing.
That's what was great about it. Yeah.
Alike. Two different experiences. All right, hang on. Let's see if we got this working. Caller. Oh, I hear a dog. Is a dog calling in? Who is this? Hello. No. Dude, did you not hear a dog barking?
I heard a dog. This is wild.
We can't hear a person, but I hear a dog barking.
We can only hear animals or static.
And they're gone. What's going on, dude? A dog was barking. This is not right. I do not know what is going on. Did I not pay the bill? Google Voice is free. And I've had this number for 15 years. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see.
Well, this number is kind of new.
Well, no, actually, I've had this number forever, but this was actually my backup travel agent years ago. Have I done something wrong? I don't think I didn't push any buttons. We'll try again here. Let's do this.
Casey's asking, is the walk at Lighthouse Point terrible? I'm assuming you're talking about the walk like off the ship, at the port. I did not find it terrible. I actually found the walk off it like quite comfortable because like the day we had it, like I don't know what you thought, Mike. There was a nice breeze.
Yeah,
I found it really comfortable.
We got callers here. Caller, you there?
Okay, sorry.
Hello, caller. Oh my gosh! And there they go again. This is just a joke at this point because it just keeps hanging up on people. So we might have to.
Reminds me of a Pink Floyd song.
I don't know this one. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what's happening here. I've never had an issue ever with this, and here we go. Right?
I will say too. So, like, you can, if there's someone in your party that might need like some help, some assistance, you can like ahead of time like work with guest services, and they can like help with a golf cart, which I thought was really a great option. So I saw, and there's like they kind of have like two lanes of traffic too. So one side is like a golf cart side and one is like a pedestrian side too. So stay cautious of that because like there's more golf carts going down than you would think. You'd hate to get smoked by a golf cart walking down there. So be cautious of that. But I thought that was really great though for those that needed help and assistance. They had the golf carts available. And then yeah, there's actually benches too. Like at the halfway point, they had like a little water cooler spot and some benches. So like I liked that. That was pretty cool. one thing that surprised me, Mike, we saw another ship like tendering, like to like another part of the island.
And here's what surprised me about that, because we're gonna do a full show on this.
I know, sorry. I was just saying, I just want to answer Casey's question.
There's so much. This is fine. Because we're doing impromptu stuff. The phone lines can be open and I'm going to answer, but it'll probably hang up on you. So we'll give up at some point, but I'm stubborn. And if you're listening to this on the replay, it's just a comedy of errors. All right, here. I'm trying to work. I'm just going to keep pushing the button because I'm a fool, right? Okay, so here we go.
It's going to work eventually.
It's not going to work. And I'm just, let's see. I mean, I'm doing the exact same thing I've done for weeks and weeks, and it's always worked. Call you there? No, you're not there. I knew it. Why are you not there? There you go. See, dude,
sounds like we need to do some testing.
This is not right. Okay.
Oh, the power outage really messed with you there.
I did.
You took calls last week, I'm guessing, right?
I did take calls last week. It was totally fine. I've been taking calls forever. Like, it's only been doing this for.
So it wasn't because like we took the week off. We were at
I didn't take a week off.
We were at Rosa Mexicana that one week.
Yeah, we did take off that 1 week, but I mean, it's been working since.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's why I wasn't sure if that 1 week messed everything up.
DD Steck 511 says he's trying to call. I'm trying to answer. Doing what I can. I don't know what to tell you. I really there's no sound and I can't hear anything. Well, guess what? I can't hear you either. I'm trying.
That's so weird. Something wrong with the number? Well, I'm gonna try to call.
No, hang on. We got another person trying to call. Then I'm sure it's totally me. It's not you. Totally as I say. But I'm just a sucker and we'll keep trying. Hello, caller from the 402. Nope.
402, do you read me?
402. Telling you what, it was easier to go to the moon.
Oh,
yes.
We hear this one.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, it was Brandon.
It is Brandon.
Mike, Scott, can you hear me?
He can't hear us.
Oh, he can't hear us though.
Hang on. Brandon, can you hear us?
Red, go Huskers.
Hello, can you hear us?
Go Huskers.
Anything? Nobody?
Oh man. And then so that's the problem. They can't hear us.
Hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this real quick. I bet you. Hang on.
Mike's gonna try to fix it.
I think what happened was this got messed up. Hang on.
But yeah, so I will say like that walk, when I tell you when you dock on the ship, like the first time, like I was walking to Cabanas and I just looked over and I was like, wow, like that's it kind of took me by surprise a little bit because my stateroom was not on that side. I always get like port side mixed and starboard side mixed up for whatever reason, but I was not on the right side. And it when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that is quite the setup there. But once we got down there, it wasn't too bad. Like it really wasn't. And you had the benches if you wanted to take a breather. I tell you what though, like the ship, we were on the Magic, so this would be any of the ships. They looked awesome. like on the walk back, like it just looks so cool, like on the dock right there. So and I think that motivates you on the walk back because you're just like walking towards the ship and it just looks so cool.
Okay, so 4-2 was Wade, and I think I just fixed it. I think it was a loose wire.
I thought it was Brandon. Oh, that was Wade. Oh, yeah. I thought I heard a Huskers. Yeah.
And, it's almost football season, so I almost block all calls from Nebraska, but we do let Wade come through once in a while. So just kidding. We can try one more time. I think I got it because the loose wire caused a change in the settings on the software. And I think I got that to go. So let's cross our fingers here for the love of God. Come on, please. Let's see if this works. Caller, you there? It did not. Hello, caller. Can you hear us?
No.
We're halfway there.
No audio.
No audio.
Oh, dang. No audio. Dang it.
You're so close.
Oh, man.
We can hear them, though.
Dang it. Sorry, Wade. I don't know why I mixed you up because it was really hard to hear. I thought I heard a Huskers out there.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Nope.
Oh no. I think Wade was in Vail this weekend. He could be driving home.
He could be.
The phone lines are like the Rosa guac guy. Just take some time. We're trying.
We are definitely trying. USB.
What do we got here? I mean, yeah, the walk looks intimidating. I actually found it enjoyable. And what's cool, I know not everyone likes to buy the photo package on the ship. It's a little pricey. Like I did buy it for this last one. I kind of find some value in it, especially if you try to get a lot of photos. They did have a photo pass person right at the end of that walk, and it is a great shot that you can get of your family, like with the ship right behind you there too. So big payoff, big reward after you finish the walk, and then you hop on the tram. It's fun. It's fun. It wasn't as bad as I thought. And I'll tell you, the breeze. The breeze is what surprised me the most, because I know Jason was asking about, like, do you think they need some shade covering? I didn't really think so, because like I felt comfortable the whole walk, honestly.
Agreed. All right, caller, can
All
you
right,
hear
guys,
us?
this is Wade. I'm trying this again. Can
Wade,
you hear me?
Can you hear us? It's Wade.
Wade.
You might be able to hear
Wade.
me. But I can't hear you
Yeah,
guys.
he can't hear
Oh
us.
no.
We're gonna shut this down.
Oh
right.
no. We gotta do some testing.
Yeah, we'll do some. I don't know what happened. We're just losing that. All right. So, okay, you mentioned the walk. I didn't think the walk was that bad either. And I know that was like a big concern for folks. And again, we were on the starboard side of the ship. So we overlooked Castaway like always. We did not overlook Lookout, which was fine.
It's on the port side, yeah.
Yep. Because it was on the port side of the Magic. But I will say, I was one of the cool things was I ran every morning on the treadmill, which on the Magic, the treadmills are on the very, very front of the ship. And they used to be, what they did was back in the day, they used to have like an overlook where you could overlook the bridge, and the bridge was on the very front of the ship because it had those like little extender like wing things on both sides where the captain can go out there and see like when he's, getting into port. But they have the bridge in the front. And before, I think 9/11 it was, like people could just go and kind of like do this observation like area, but they filled that in after 9/11 and they made that the gym. And the treadmills are like along the very, very front of the ship. So it's an awesome view. So when we were going into Lookout, I just watched us come straight in. It was awesome. Like it was the coolest thing ever. So it's the best like treadmill run in the history of the world. I will say though, if you're tall, I did hit my head on the ceiling many times when I was running. So you got to watch that. You might want to do the treadmills in the back row, but I was stubborn and wanted to get the view. So I stayed up there. But the walk was not bad. I didn't think, and like you said, there were just tons of those golf carts. So if you have any kind of mobility issues, just talk to guest services. They'll take care of you. And somebody asked me, one of my guests at the Magic for Less, about the wagons. How many wagons do you think you saw, Scott? Like, I thought the wagons were the coolest thing ever, like the red wagons.
Yeah, hundreds. So many wagons.
I bet you there were a couple hundred. Like,
because there had to be at least 100.
Yeah, at least, because when they put them like on the train and like, because they have to bring them back and forth, like, guests take them from the ship over to where they get the tram, and then they have to bring them back to the ship. They can, I guess they have like hooks on them or something.
Yeah, they connect them. Yeah,
connect them into this big old long train and hook them up to a golf cart. It's the coolest thing. Like I told Scott, like,
cool.
I want to ride it. They should just take dads back in the train. It's like the coolest thing ever. They got hundreds.
So Casey, I know we're back and forth trying to answer phone calls in between that. So the short answer is like, yeah, it does look intimidating, but honestly, like I did not find it bad. The walk back after a long day on the beach, yeah, it might be a little bit more challenging, but again, I think the view of the ship kind of motivates you, and it's just a cool view, and you get like, because it kind of curves a little bit too, so you get all these like different perspectives and angles of the ship as you're walking back into port. It's just very cool. I really enjoyed it.
I did too. All right, caller, I'm just a sucker. I'm going to try one more time. You there?
He's going to try again. Sorry, Wade.
This isn't Wade. This is 412. Nope.
My favorite part of Lookout.
You hear the caller though. They're there, but I just this will be on my to-do list this week. Sorry to everybody who's listening on Thursday.
That's why Mike's voice was so familiar. That's funny.
Yeah. So sad. Yeah, but it's the thing, walking back, you are kind of like, you've been on the beach all day. You've probably consumed half your weight in ribs, like spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that on the show, but that was a hit. Ice cream, all the desserts, like you've kind of abused yourself all day, right? You've got, like you said, you've got sunburn, you've stayed out in the water too much. So you're tired, but you can make it. And like you said it perfectly, like the view of the ship is like, it's like calling you. And I couldn't stop taking pictures. And I had to watch out for the golf carts because I almost got hit like a couple of times. Because
I know I kept crossing the way because I wanted a better view. I know.
Here they came because they're telling you, stay on the right, and here I kind of float over towards the left. I'm taking pictures, but man, it was beautiful, gorgeous island. I can't wait to get back.
Me too.
So now somebody was asking, and again, I don't know about this. Get back up there. It was about comparing the ships, and I'm having a harder and harder time at this point. It was Sean Card over on Facebook. Magic, Fantasy, or which ship do you prefer now? And I don't even know, like, out of all of them, like the Magic, the Wonder, the Treasure, the Wish, the Fantasy, the Dream.
And they all have so many characteristics that are so strong about each of them.
Because we have this discussion all the time on the Discord, in the Disney Cruise Line channel, is just that overall, I think like the Fantasy is my favorite because like it just feels comfortable to me. Like it's got kind of the biggest kind of compromise of everything I like. Like I love O'Gill, so it has an O'Gills. It has all the way around track, which I love on deck 4. It's the medium to large size, but we talked about, kind of spoiler to our show that we're going to do totally on this is that, and shout out to John Pelkey who's tuned in. Hey, John Pelkey. But
3, 2, 1, go.
What's up? But I will say over and over and over and over and over, Scott said during our cruise, we love that we can get forward to aft anywhere on the ship in like 5 minutes or less, because we're used to being on like the Wish or the Fantasy or the Dream, and it does take a few minutes longer to get around those ships. And also, like deck 9 instead of going up to deck 11, and it just seemed like, we have to get to Palo, so that's at the very back of deck 10. We were there like 2 minutes from our staterooms. It was so quick and just so convenient to get around the ship, and it seemed super comfortable. I don't know. Like, I think you agreed with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then we stayed on deck 7. That's where our stateroom was. And you're just 2 flights of stairs to deck 9. Or I could just go down like 3 flights of stairs and I'm to deck 4 where a lot of the action is too. It was just like very rarely did I even need the elevators. I'll say the elevators were small. Like that kind of got me. Like it was funny. They would always say like, oh, the elevator capacity is 12. And anytime you're on the elevator with like another family, that was always the joke. You would bring them in like, oh, it says we can fit 12 in here. That was kind of like the running joke because like, there's no way you could fit 12 people in those elevators. But I will tell you though, those elevators were the most efficient elevators I've ever seen on a Disney Cruise Line ship. Like you didn't have to wait long at all. And oftentimes, outside of the only time that there was ever an elevator issue, and this is always going to be an issue, is after muster going into the sail away party because everyone's waiting for an elevator. But that was great because I only had to climb up like 5 flights of stairs to get to the top deck. Like it was crazy. I really enjoyed the size of that ship, and I'll save it for when we do like our official podcast on it, but where I rank it, but it might surprise you where I have the Magic ranked right now. It was pretty great ship. I really enjoyed it.
It was a great ship. And guess what? I'm going to try one more time.
Of course I saw you playing around with something. I knew you were going to try to take another call.
I never give up. I do not give up. Call, are you there? Nope. See, I'm going to keep changing these settings till I get it to answer. Yeah. And it's just not going to work. But this person, I give the 412 area code all the credit in the world because they just keep trying, but it's just not working. And that setting obviously was a terrible setting because that's
it was funny too. Like in the restaurants, like I think we may have talked about this on one of the podcasts this last week, but like you could just see end to end. It just cracked me up. Like you would be in Animator's Palette, and because we sat like our table sections for the podcast group was like on the far end for all the restaurants. And with my eyes, I could see all the way to the other end of the restaurant. That you could never do that on the Wish or the Dream class. It was so funny. Like you could just see all the way through.
Yeah, because on the Wish and on the Fantasy and the Dream, like you see part of the restaurant, but you like
You never see the entire thing.
It feels like the restaurants on those are kind of like a horseshoe shaped. Like you see like your half and like the middle, but you never see the other half in that, that part. But yeah, you're right. Like we kept saying that the restaurants on the Magic felt like you were in like a land restaurant. Like you saw everybody that was in the restaurant. So you knew what was going on. It wasn't like overwhelming. It felt just right.
And it felt crowded, obviously, because it was to capacity, but it was smaller,
Yeah.
And like, I know, like, and it never really felt crowded to me, like, I don't know. I enjoyed it. And the adult areas were great. But, yeah, I know Mike Mike is so locked in. I'm trying to fix this. You got 2 minutes left.
I don't give up. On these things.
I saw another question if we're booked on the Destiny. I am not currently booked on the Destiny, but I absolutely will be at some point. I really want to sail the Treasure, and I'm just looking at what the itineraries I'm looking at. I'm looking at a Thanksgiving sailing as Elizabeth turns 40 and Emily's going to be in college, and like Thanksgiving break would be a good time for us to do a vacation. That's when Elizabeth turns 40, is over Thanksgiving week. And just the itineraries that we're looking at, like a maritime cruise on the Fantasy works out pretty good. So that might be what we're going to do. So probably going to wait a little bit on the Destiny, but definitely excited for it.
And Casey's asking about cruising to Alaska. I am definitely going to look at cruising to Alaska, especially, now that I've done the Caribbean so much. It's just, I've kind of had a hard time with, like, my wife really, like, she wants to go places tropical, but now that we've done, the Caribbean so many times, we've done the Bahamas so many times. Yeah, that's definitely. And the thing is, I love those ships. Like the Wonder is, the sister ship to the Magic. I've sailed the Wonder. I love the Wonder too. I would love to be on that ship for 7 days. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I've said this many times on the podcast, like everybody who books the Alaska cruises, this is the most popular cruise at our agency that people book again. They book the Alaska cruise a second time more than any Caribbean cruises, Bahamian cruises, Meg cruises, anything. It's the one that has the most repeaters is Alaska. And it shocks me that that's the case, but it's true.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like, I feel like I've not done Alaska. We did Norway last year, and I feel like those are kind of similar to some extent, and that was the best. Like, so I'm really looking forward to doing Alaska. I just gotta book it. I need more money and I need more time off. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, it's true. I know we're gonna have the time off. We got a kid going to college though, so it's one of those things. Got to have a little discipline, but
yeah,
but I mean,
those are expensive.
Yeah, but you got to take time to enjoy life too, right? It's a balance. I mean, that's kind of what we do here on the show, right? We talk about all these times we get to go to Walt Disney World, we go to Disneyland, we sail on these cruises because you can't wait forever to make these memories. And so I've never seen a glacier in my life, and like I've always wanted to. I've never got to hardly ever see the Pacific Ocean. I've never been out that way. I've been to California. I saw it like briefly, went to Santa Monica Pier, but not in the way I'd see it sailing out of Vancouver up to Alaska. And I've always wanted to see it. So, times, you just can't wait, 10, 15 years like the times now. So yeah, I do want to see Alaska. And I think I'm kind of talking myself into it. I think that's what we do on the show though, right? We kind of talk to each other about it and say, people come back and they say, you got to do it. And they talk about the good things. And I think it makes you kind of put things in perspective. Like you can't put it off. You can't wait forever. Gotta give it a shot.
Sure. Do it.
Oh, I apologize about the phone lines, everybody, because this is Sunday nights are my favorites because we get to talk to everybody and I didn't get to talk to anybody tonight. It's driving me nuts. So maybe we'll make it up during the week or something because, I don't know what happened. I mean, we got it kind of half working there and I hope it's, not like something that happened to the mixer, but I don't think it is because we're all good and everything's working on this end. It's probably the computer. Hopefully it's just a setting. Let's just cross our fingers. I can't have anything else break. We're getting a new roof. We don't need anything else.
No. Oh, that's a painful expense too.
Yeah. Thank you, Hale. Oof. Yes, it's not good. Oh, shout out to your wife who's tuned on Instagram, by the way.
My wife?
Yes.
Did she say it's time for dinner?
I think so. That's probably what she's checking. All right. And Jordan,
she probably is. Like, we're about to wrap up, Liz.
Right.
I can smell the chicken noodle soup. It smells
exactly right. And shout out to Jordan who made our Discord awesome. We appreciate you. All right, we're going to jump out of here. And next week we'll be back. I will have the phone lines fixed. We'll take we won't even do like an opening monologue that's so long. We'll just get right to the phone lines, talk about all this stuff. We'll have a week of Starlight parades in the books, and we'll talk about the first reviews of that. We'll talk about everything that's happening in the Disney community. We'll have a good time. So come on back July 27th. Let's have fun. Let's burn up the phone lines if I can get them fixed, which I have confidence I should be able to. I hope. All right. So don't forget today's show, proudly sponsored, even though it didn't work. Pam Forrester will still say, because she's kind, you tried. Proudly sponsored by the Magic for Less Travel. Come on over. We'll help you plan your next Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line vacation. No additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link. It's beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And you can become a patron of the show and help us. Please help us. It's $5 a month, and that supports everything we do. I promise it'll get better. And for that support, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. We'd love to have your support again. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow us on the social media. I'm at beourguestmike. Scott is it Epscott, EPSCOT. But the place you got to follow him is the hottest channel on YouTube. It's Must See Adventures. And I know you were in the studio editing right before we went to air. So what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we just had that great vacation, so I had to knock off some dust. So yeah, editing a day on the North Shore, so good old Hawaii days back in Oahu. So we're gonna have a meal at Ama Ama, the signature restaurant at Alani. So if anyone's ever curious about that, we're gonna go to Ama Ama, catch some waves on the North Shore. It's gonna be a great one. Hopefully it'll be released by the time this hits the podcast feed, because I'm a little bit behind on the editing because I was having fun with Mike and the whole rest of the podcast crew. But please like and subscribe. Appreciate the support.
All right. Again, Must See Adventures on YouTube. Check it out, like and subscribe. And don't forget the hottest Discord channel on the internet. I mean, it is booming over the last month. Again, thanks to Jordan for helping us out. It's all customized now with all kinds of great emojis and icons and everything. We've even got a cool banner. So check it out. It's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse, free for everybody. It's the greatest little community on the internet for Disney fans. Coming over. I'll say hello right as you come in. All right. That's it. We're going to have the shows this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for your consumption. Hope you enjoy those every time. And if you have a question for Wednesday's show, Mike at beourguestpodcast.com. All right. We're going to jump out of here and wish you a great Sunday night or Thursday for checking it out on the feed. We appreciate you being a part of our community all the time. So for Scott, I'm Mike, wishing you a great Sunday night. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon. That is so bugging me.
I know it is.
I'm going to go to Pam's phone and try to fix this, because I can't call on my phone because it's my Google Voice number that would ring my own phone.
Right. Still turned out pretty good, though.
Nah. I hate when things go wrong.
I know you do.
I will not sleep unless I fix this.
I know you won't. Well, if you need me to call or anything too, let me know.
Nah, I'm going to get Pam's phone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Jason kills me. He was blaming on Kansas fan.
I saw that. It made me laugh.
I just saw it because I haven't been reading the chat because I'm so fired up. All right, so go have dinner, and I'll fix this. All
right, let me know if you need me to hop on or anything.
No, what I need to do is probably reboot the mixer, but I couldn't reboot the mixer during the show. That would have been bad. For sure. The computer. But I'm going to edit this thing. I'm going to edit the show and then try to fix it.
I remember you started recording, and I was saying something about Rachel, I think. So.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, oh yeah, that's good. I'm glad you reminded me of that, because I'm totally like flustered now to left that in. Yeah, because that'd have been the least of my worries. And then Thursday would have been like, I hate Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then I'd have played it. I'd have been like, what was that?
That'd have been a really weird episode.
I'd have been like, oh my God, I got to unpublish.
Yeah.
How many people got it? Because I'd have looked and been like, your show's been downloaded 782 times in the last 3 minutes. No, because you can't get those back. It's happened a couple times. Like, no.
That's funny.
Like, who's downloading it in the first 3 minutes? How many people hit it that fast?
Oh my gosh.
You can't reel it back in. Exactly. All right. Have a good one. Tell everybody I said hey.
Will do.
I'll
see you.
All right,
bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.